And they, you know, SK is really just taking the initiative. A lot of these first matches, you know, they're doing a great job of, you know, just developing that momentum and just carrying it through the rest of the match. And that's really something that, you know, they got to find a big stick and stick it through the spokes of their wheels, because they need to find, you know, Zowie needs to find a way to shut them down early and actually take the rune, that sort of thing. You know, things like that are going to get them the advantage that they can carry through.
Yeah, and still the live stream, they are going wild over, you know, the Ors versus Dignitas game, and even on this one,
we're not going to get into that.
You know, it's right here. Crew, ooh, first blood with that shuriken, and they are dancing. They are dancing the dance. And it looks like now finally the initiation is happening. Rex going to get on in, going to get stoned right now. That barrier is going to be completely ineffective as Crew using that fleet foot. Good job right there. Going to mitigate some of that damage that would have potentially been in there. EX Harpoon comes out. Sorry, I am burping from the sparkling water. Stacking the concussion shot off of that Moonstone. Very nice job right there. Helping get some more CC. And Jackhasm, instead of running back out, gets Tractor Beam back in. That is going to force a little bit of a positioning error. They're going to try and capitalize on that. We got the, oh my gosh, Enlarge actually got clarity'd off. And Mr. 2 now, instead of doing more damage, is actually just going to be, you know, regular. And Jack has him double barrier yet again. Another enlarge from Mr. 2. No more machine guns because he knows it's very risky. And at this point, Zane's going to have to space on out. Cold Team is being pressed back in the corner. Rune was picked up by SK Gaming. I think Chip did pick that one up. Zane is going to Aurora, going to try and get as many heals out as possible. They are going to have to take a little bit of a prayer here onto Jackhasm, and oh, he knew it. He's like, I saved my fleet foot for, you know, times when I need to get out. So, you know, good job right there. Oh, EX Harpoon, he's going to fleet foot, he's going to get the barrier. Goo on everybody, but they're all going to run on out. That forces the spaces, and they are actually going to get a kill onto Jackhasm, but Mr. 2 is one hit from death. Zant did go down in the meantime, and look at this. The health disadvantage is way too major. Yep, that is it. Mr. 2, the only one left alive. And yeah, I mean, everybody in this game is so good. You know, everybody on SK is so good.
Chip the pity kill.
Yeah, exactly. Instant injection, sniper across the court. And,
you know, the strategy worked. They just needed to execute a bit better. Jackhasm is the viable target. He loves to go in there deep, and they had excellent control, you know, throughout the match on SK Rex. That guy was getting stoned repeatedly, just forced to stand there and watch as his teammates got just, you know, just hammered. But Jackhasm and Chips, if there's no pressure going on Chips, Jackhasm is constantly going to have barriers, and there's constantly going to be sleeps and heals going towards him. You know, so it's just they got to like spread it out at least a little bit. You know, not just completely tunnel Jackhasm, or that's just going to keep happening where Rex and Chips are going to finish up with like full HP, and all of Zowie are going to be one hit from death. So what's going to happen here? There we go. Mr. 2 is going to go ahead and get up to Jackhasm. Jackhasm may be in a tight straight here as he manages to land a Harpoon. Other side, or Fleetfoot comes up in the last second to stay alive. Chip Saiyan able to get some heals off, but a nice concussion shot's going to stop that from Mr. 2. There's the machine gun, and Rex is forced to run around the corner, but look at that. Chip is psychic. He lets it sleep and cuts it off after only a few bullets gets out. SK Rex actually almost, he took a bit of a bitch by net there at the start, but Zan unable to Rex is actually pretty close to death, and Mr. 2 is just landing beautiful conk shots on Chip Saiyan, controlling the flow of heals, and this is exactly what you see happen. Chip Saiyan needs to feel some pressure, but in the meantime, counter kill comes out. Wow, we had a bit of a trade there. SK Rex for Zent, and Mr. 2 and crew are now against Chip Saiyan and Jackhasm. Let's see what they can do about this as Mr. 2 gets his deadly injection proc. Mr. 2 has a full machine gun though, and there it is. It's going on a Chip. Can they do it? Yes, they can. Crew is there to support, and now it is Crew and Mr. 2 versus Jackhasm. 1 versus 2. Who's going to come out on top? Crew procs it, and no! Crew procs the Kunju, and now it's 1 versus 1. Mr. 2 and Jackhasm toe-to-toe. Jackhasm is a goddamn sniper. He keeps landing those shurikens, and he's just doing it and doing it over and over.
No.
A bit of a waste, but misclick by Jackhasm, and he gets caught on the geography there. He gets caught on the architecture of the map, not able to punish it, but he does have rune control, and he does have it. Almost just out of range on that EX Harpoon. And this is going to be such toe-to-toe, dude. Jackhasm actually has a range advantage on Mr. 2. Oddly enough, Mr. 2 is a ranged bloodline, but that's not going to matter much when it comes to harpoons and shurikens. And Jackhasm is just doing an excellent job. And that may be it. That is it. Jackhasm cleans it up, manages to finally close the distance with that fleet foot. And Mr. 2 goes down 2-0. In favor of SK Gaming, and 1 round away from moving on to the winners finals.
I don't think people understand sometimes the intensity that happens in a 1v1 when you are on such low health. One mistake and that's it. You know, Mr. 2, he missed space, but Jackhasm missed the harpoon. You know, barely missed the EX harpoon, and that is absolutely huge. And Crew made a big mistake just triggering those Kunjus right there at the end after the Whirling Blade. So we'll just hopefully see what he can do. And oh my gosh, he is done. He's done. There's going to be a miracle that's going to have to happen for Crew to stay alive. I mean, he is just going to try and survive as best as he can. Zant going to actually use his trance, try and get on out Fleetfoot. Jackhasm is, going to not take him out. He's going to, harpoon on over to Rex.
Could they get the counter kill? They need to get the counter kill. He just EMP'd that barrier off. But no.
Not happening. Crew took way too much damage early.
And we're just seeing the dominance, man. The dominance of